Hello everybody, welcome to another episode here on the new Eriador server. Yes, we're over at the city build area. Just been having a little wander around, having a look at what's going on over here. Some pretty awesome buildings. We kind of finished the episode last time with this building over here, so let's go and take a quick look at that. Put helmet back on, that would help. There we go. And we've also got this car place here as well. You can't quite see it from this angle, but it's basically a car garage. So yeah, it looks pretty good having it as an angle there, and I think yeah, there's some space there for some vehicles to park on here. So yeah, you can come up with some ideas for that if you want. Go and watch the other members, they'll be building this, and I think this is possibly Chris's. I want to say Chris's, because yeah, he was building a big tower. He said that he was going to have his office on the top floor, sort of yeah, like Stark Towers of what's he called? I can't remember. Iron Man. So yeah, that's pretty good. I love these doors. They look really cool, don't they? They look just like proper doors would be. That's cool. I like that. Yes, that looks really good with the big building sign on there. Obviously, Chris has got his airport. We've now got our pass for the Elytra launcher. I never get that right. But for today, there's a few things we need for our build, Atlantis, and that is namely some of the sort of blocks you get from the Guardian farm, so the Prismarine blocks and that sort of thing. And unfortunately we don't have any because we haven't got a Guardian farm yet. That's going to be a big project, and I think one we're all going to be doing once we've got this city project out the way. So yeah, we need to go and get ourselves some stuff. Now I know, looking at this map, there are some Guardian temples this way. I believe one of them that I raided, as well as the one where we're going to be building the farm as well. I think that's this way, possibly over that way, I'm not sure, but I know there's some Guardian farms this way anyway, and ones that I've raided. Now I'd rather go and find one that we've already raided, because I don't really want to go in there and have to kill the Elder Guardians again. And you know, to be honest, that's sort of for other people to do as well. If they haven't done that yet, that's for them to go and you know, kill those Elder Guardians and have their challenge on there. But we do need to yeah, go and find one of these farms so we can raid it, get the blocks, get the lamps, and all that sort of thing. So that's where we're going to head off to first, I think. So I've got a feeling this might be the one that I raided before. There's a boat out there for sure, and there is a hole in the ceiling. So I think it's as good as any to oops, I'm getting attacked. As good as any to go in there and raid this thing. So what I'm going to do is chug a night vision, like that. Chug a water breathing, and let's go mining. Yeah, so that's should be easy enough to get all these blocks without getting killed, hopefully. And yeah, just a case of sort of getting as many as we can. We're going to need a lot of different types, and it's easier to mine on the inside than it is on the outside, until the guys come along, and then hopefully we don't have to kill too many of these Guardians, but we shall see. Dropped all those pieces off now. Hopefully we've got enough Prismarine that we can build the build over there. But I've come over to the rally track, because I want to build this building at the top here, and we've got a few things we need to fit into it and sort out logistically as well. So one of those is getting up here, because obviously if we're down here in this area, getting up here is a bit of a problem. It's ender pearl only is the only way, and then we've got the problem that once we kind of come to the finish, which is going to be down here somewhere, yeah, so down in that area there, we've also got to get back up again. Plus if people don't want to get back up, we kind of want to get the boats back up, so we need some transportation there going on. Now before I can do all that, I've just been working out here now the sort of square meterage, if you like, of the build here. So what I've done is I kind of worked it out. We roughly had about 20 blocks each way on the top here, so I've kind of come out 25. And that way we get a little bit of an overhang, which is part of what I want on this build. I want a slightly little bit of an overhang, and then I've built a circle come around here, so again we'll get a slight little bit of overhang on here, and then I'll just need to sort of cover those around. So this is a midpoint. This I kind of put up for testing really, and just working my way around. So and this is not going to stay here. This was just really to try and work out where this is, where the center of this is, and how we're going to come up. So what I'm figuring, we've got this build here, we can move the portal, and yeah, we're kind of left with a bit of space here. In fact, we're going to have a fair bit of space overhanging here to be putting stuff, so there's no reason why a portal couldn't sit in the area here. What we do need though is our sort of going up and down bits, so yeah, I think we're going to have to sort of dig down here somewhere. Don't want to be too close to this, and it's probably going to just about here where this portal in this area is here. So I need to clear that out and work out the best way, because the other thing as well is, whilst let's just have a look now, we've got this here which is the center, so I need to kind of work out where that is in relation to down below. Not too bad. It's roughly at the end of the ice, not quite one away from the end of the ice, so I just need to bear that in mind, because we're going to build a tunnel from there into the mountain, and I think we'll probably do that from this side as well, and they'll meet in the middle for an elevator to get us up to the top, and then alongside that we'll have to build into it an item elevator. So yeah, now have I got a flint and steel in here? Probably haven't, to get back up or to light the portal again. No, I haven't, but we could probably make it. So I'm going to take this down anyway. I'm going to clear this top area of the sort of the mountain, clear it out a little bit, see what room we've got, and then I'm probably going to dig down to the bottom, and then we can work out how we're going to get our elevators in. All that top layer is now cleared away, as you can see, and I've basically replaced it all with this layer of polished diorite. So I've kind of lowered it down from where it was before. We kept the middle marker there just so I know, just so I've kind of got that. And although this is one layer at the moment, what we'll eventually do is kind of build this sort of down a bit, so we've got like it built into rock, or add supports to it, but it kind of gives us an indication really of how much room we've got here and what we can play with, so that's really cool. And I just want to say, Dougie Doug, his redstone is really, really cool, but his building is rubbish. I mean, look at this. He's got cobblestone under here, and he's got this on plain sort of normal stone. So if I tried digging underneath, I'd be knocking the redstone out, and I replaced some of it, and I just got to the point where I couldn't. So yeah, next time I commission Dougie, if I commission Dougie again, I'm going to make sure he builds his redstone on top of blocks, so we know not to disturb him. Hello, Spider. How you doing? See ya. Bye. Didn't want to see you anyway. Right, so what I've done here is I've worked out where this elevator is going to come up to, and you can see that slime block there. That's going to be the point you walk onto. We'll go down there in a second. It's actually a few blocks over from where I wanted it originally. Originally, if you remember, it was, in fact, we had it with a centre there, didn't we? So I put this glass here because I thought it's kind of cool to come out of the thing and see people going down there. Yeah, so originally we were going to have it here, but it worked out when I looked at the redstone for this elevator, it would have meant going back, and it could have interfered here. It would have been here, and using redstone torches and things like that, I didn't want it being triggered or interfering with this bit, so I decided to build it in this direction instead. So the idea will be, we'll stand on that slime block will get pushed up here, and then we'll get pushed out on top of this lamp, which is pretty cool because I can then make this as a sort of little entrance in here, so we either come out of the nether or we come out of the elevator onto the top area. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. It's going to work out alright, and then we can perhaps hide some storage back here in the areas we're not using. So let's go down. I said I've started building this, and I must remember to press spacebar. Yeah, I've kind of blocked these out just to stop mobs annoying me when I'm building at night, and as you see, I've built this tunnel which comes out right by our wheat farm. So I think we'll probably build something into here and make this a tunnel down to it, so we might take it back a few blocks. We've got a few to play with. That's pretty cool. And then this one obviously comes out here right at the finish, so again it's going to be easy enough to make an entrance into here. And someone's shooting Dougies, not me. Yeah, and basically have this go into here. So what I need to do now is, and you'll probably blame me actually, so I'll keep quiet. No, it's not procs either, and we're the only ones on, so that's a bit strange. He's getting shot by skellies. Yeah, I need to build the rest of this up. It's fairly simple. It's fairly boring, shall we say. Take that there, and then, yeah, it's a couple of pistons. Not like that, though. And there we go. So, yeah, so the idea is, I guess, that the pistons push us up, and they come out, and there's a bit of redstone that goes here, but it's a tutorial by a guy called Nims, and basically Nims TV. I've been watching him for quite a long time. He does some really good tutorials. Yeah, so you know, go and watch his video on this. I'll put a link down in the channel, and then you guys can watch that. But I'm going to get the rest of this wired up, which is going to be really boring on here, but it's just a case of repeating redstone up here to activate these in a certain sequence, and then just building up on the outside. Sticky piston, normal piston, block, 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 torch, block, torch, redstone. Okay, we are there. We're at the top. Not quite the height I wanted it, because it means it's now going to come out on this height. But that's okay. I mean, what I might do is, just because this piston will be extended, we'll just get it pushed down. It won't matter if you fall off one block. So yeah, I think it'll still be okay in terms of how we do that. I think that's going to work quite nicely. So yeah, and this is how it's going to be kind of hidden, I guess. Not really hidden. That's where it's going to be. So that's okay. And what I need to do now is try and work out how to do this top bit, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. Pretty sure we need to put a block there, but yeah, let me just get this little bit wide up here, and we'll give it a test, because these are out at the moment, so I've got to go down the bottom and reset it anyway. And it works! Yay! That's good. We reset it down at the bottom, and yeah, it all seems to be working, and it's nice and easy to get down as well. You just jump, press forward, and boom, you're out. So yeah, nice and simple. And we're going to sort of obviously, you know, decorate this up a little bit and make this a little bit nicer here as well. But you know, that's something to add to it once we work out all the rest of the aesthetics. But yeah, just press the button and up you go. So happy with that. Not the fastest in the world, but it's pretty quick. It's enough to get you up here, and that's all that really matters. I want to try and get the rest of this sort of building put up, so I can see how it's all going to fit in and how it's going to work, so we can then get the rest of the mechanics in. So I've been working on that for a little bit. I've kind of put this design here where we've put the windows flat on the floor, so we can see right out and get good views all over the countryside, and then sort of finished it off with this. So I just need to really check that it's going to work from the sort of the bottom area and how it looks from down below, because that's quite important. We can decorate on the inside, but we need to know that it's going to look good from below as well. And I wish the sun would hurry up and set. Typical, isn't it? You just finish off when you're doing. And the other thing I've done as well is I've kind of let's just nip down here, so you can see I've got pillars supporting it here when it's going to be going over, so we'll probably put another pillar there and perhaps a pillar here or somewhere like that, so it doesn't look like it's just overhanging. And then underneath I've started building this second layer, which is going to be one row back, and then every sort of end piece there's going to be this bit hanging down, but I said we'll be able to see that better from down below, so let's get some sleep. Thankfully it's quicker because there's no one else on the server. Hooray! So let's go and have a look. Where should we go? Down this side here, I think. And let's go over there if we can. Perfect hit. Yeah, I like that. I think that's okay. I think that's kind of gets me the effect I'm looking for. Again, I might want some more supporting beams under there, I guess, because a little bit overhanging. So I want this kind of little bit of support showing there, but yeah, we might need something down there as well. Let's just have another look from the bottom. Yeah, I like that. I think that's very fitting for what we're trying to do in this sort of mountaintop retreat. So yeah, I'm going to get the rest of that finished. I need to go and get some more diorite, which I'll go and get from the farm, and then we need to just work out how to put a roof on the top. You know, this place is really starting to look more like a building. Well, it is a building, but yeah, it really is starting to feel much more like how I want it. Let's get rid of that snow. We can't have any snow on the inside now because we put the roof up there. Missing a couple of bits to sort of put up, and I haven't covered this area yet because, again, not quite sure how I'm going to do this little bit in here and how it's going to fit into the rest, but yeah, it definitely has that mountaintop feel. And let's just go and have a look at it way over there in the distance if we can get up that far. Probably won't quite get on top, but let's go up here and turn around and have a look at it, because I've done a bit of work on the roof and I've tried to disguise it a little bit. Boom, there you go. As you can see, that's the top of it, and I've put up a sort of radio station on the top because where sort of the redstone that Dougie did and all of that sort of protruded from the top, I've kind of put this kind of radio tower really. Yeah, so I think that works quite well. I think it looks okay. It fits in with the environment. Not quite sure it all fits in the rock underneath yet, but we can work on that. So yeah, really happy. So I want to go on and do something else now before we finish our episode, because time is getting on. Let's head over to the city projects area. And here we are over at the city projects area, and yeah, let's go down to my temple, which is down here. This is starting to look really good. Let's have a look and not sink too far. Well, actually it doesn't matter. Let's go down the bottom. So we got, oh hey, we still need to get 2 skulls down here. We've got a creeper skull. Unfortunately, last time there was lightning on the server, I was running over to the creeper farm, but unfortunately I think Dougie was over in our spawn town, and seeing as buildings in there burn down frequently, I decided not to go in AFK at that point. We won't let any lightning sort of go when the spawn town is there. But yes, we've on in here, we've got things like our awesome subscribers. So there's Brian there, and we've got Pixie Sparkle and Madeline and Blob Basher, and then we've got special mentions on here, so designing of a banner there, and we got some other things over here for helping out with a pet. So yeah, this is my sort of wall where I've been doing all those kind of things. So I guess we've got that wall with stuff on, that wall and that wall. Now what I want to do is put an area, which I guess is going to be this wall here, which is for some very special people. At the moment it's a very special person, but it's a very special people. So yeah, I need to sort of see how this name is spelt. Brian Meerkirk, not Meerkat, Meerkirk. So let's go here, because Brian is going to get a second mention in here. So we're going to put him on here. So it's Brian Meer, is it double E? Meerkirk. There we go. And he's getting a mention because he is a patron. Yeah, so thanks to Brian. He's a patron of mine now, which is absolutely awesome. I really appreciate it. You can be a patron of mine, anything from $1 a month. which is awesome. He's actually gone for a higher tier than that. He's a slightly higher tier patron, and as part of what he's going to get, this isn't all he's going to get. As I mentioned, he gets access to my patron-only Discord channel, so we go on there and we chat and we sort of mention things and we swap ideas, and I've been having a look at some of the stuff he's been doing, which is really cool to sort of chat with you guys. And yeah, as part of the patron package he gets a building named after him, and he's left that down to me to do that. So I'm going to do that. It won't be in this episode because actually I'm not going to name a building after him. I'm going to make a building, and that's going to be something we'll be doing in a future episode, because yeah, I've got something in mind which I think would be really, really cool, and I really do appreciate it when people support me like that. It just, you know, it's awesome that you guys watch, and you know, that in its own right is just, you know, fills me with warm fuzziness, because, you know, at the end of the day, I don't do this channel to get millions of subscribers or anything like that. I enjoy making the videos, I enjoy playing Minecraft, and I enjoy it if you guys watch and enjoy it too. That is just absolutely awesome. I love all your comments, I love all your feedback, I love interacting with you guys. So it's just a little bit extra special when I get a patron too. You know, you guys just make it a bit extra special because I know you're really, really enjoying the content, and Brian has been a follower of mine for absolutely years. So that's awesome. Thank you. Welcome to my patron bits, and yes, at some point in the future when we have enough patrons, we'll have our own patron-only server as well, which would be absolutely awesome. There is a link down there if you want to find out more. But this is going to do it for today. The sun is setting here on New Eriador, and yeah, we've got to head off and do some more things. I'll probably play around with that build a little bit in the meantime. If you've got any suggestions for it, please do. I'm going to start doing some of the bigger builds around there, like the quarry and that sort of thing as well. So if you've got a suggestion that might go around my rally track, a feature on there, that would be really cool. And we'll see you soon here on New Eriador. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Bye.